Good morning, everyone. In this session, we will talk about how you can secure your data using Office DLP. I'm Dhanas, and this is Dennis. We are program managers from the product group. So this kind of fits into the information protection part of Microsoft security. So if, a few years back, your data would have nicely be contained in an on-prem environment like this. But if I have to kind of take a quick survey of like where your data exists today, like how many people have a similar deployment, wherein like it's in cloud, multi-cloud, and all your information is out there. So this is the surface now we have to protect. That's the biggest challenge that is facing each of the organization. In this session, we will talk about like how Microsoft technologies are protecting your data across all the surface and specifically focus on Office DLP. So this is a different pivot of the same view that you saw there. Your data can be in Office 365, or it can be part of your device, or it can be in your on-prem environment. Across the board, what we want to do with Microsoft Information Protection is provide a comprehensive protection irrespective of where your data resides. So that can be in terms of a uniform discovery of the content. You define how your content should be marked as sensitive and how you want to kind of classify it. So the discovery and classification needs to be uniform irrespective of the data's location. And we have the protection capabilities, which we will see the different solutions that will kind of enable this, and also provide a single point of monitoring so that you understand any breaches in the data that is being exfiltrated, or like if there is any secure data, you want to even discover and understand what is the nature of the data. This is the suite of solutions that's provided by Microsoft Information Protection to enable you guys achieve that, detect and protect. So here, this session specifically, we will target Office 365 data loss prevention. The session is split into two sections. The first part, Dennis will walk you through the capabilities of Office 365, how it comes together in terms of enabling the protection for you guys and also provide the monitoring capability for you guys. In the second part of it, I'll come back and then talk about the foundational element, which we call as the classification engine, which ensures that you kind of have a consistent classification of your secure data. And that technology kind of powers a bunch of the other suite of products that you see here as well. That will be the second part of the presentation. Now I will hand it over to Denise to take it over from here.
Thank you, Dennis. Okay, so let's jump into Office 365 DLP. Okay, we have over 40 different policy templates for common industry regulations, for example, PCI DSS and HIPAA. Now, with GDPR regulations that were announced and released earlier this year, we now have GDPR templates and sensitive types relating to GDPR for you to set up your DLP policies. Now, if none of these 40 out-of-the-box policies work for you, you can always create a custom policy, which is empty. You can pick out any of the sensitive types that are out of box for yourself, or create a custom, which Danas will talk about later in the session. DLP also provides proactive policies when you sign up for Office 365. These are for common sensitive types like credit cards, like SSNs. These policies are non-intrusive for your end user, but if you always want to turn on more settings, you can go ahead and do that at any time. On top of that, we scan your organization's data, looking for sensitive types that you aren't protecting at any point in time, and give you recommendations on what to turn on by an easy one-click recommendation in the dashboard itself. Sorry. For DLP, there is a centralized portal for you to create, delete, edit any of your policies, look at your reporting data, look at any insights that we've surfaced to you, and investigate any policy violations in your organization. If you create a DLP policy in the Security and Compliance Center, you can apply it across multiple Office 365 services and client endpoints. And I'm also happy to announce we are bringing DLP to Teams chat and channel messages. You can configure DLP today for Teams files through SharePoint already, but chat and channel is something new that will be coming. Now let's talk about some of the customizations you can do in DLP. So first off, we have rich conditions and exceptions that describe what kind of content you're looking for DLP to create a policy match for you. For example, if you want to add DEA numbers to your policy, Or if you want to say someone sends an email address from a certain IP, you can set that up as well. Now, on top of that, when a policy match has occurred based on the conditions you've set previously, you can configure automatic actions like blocking access to a document, blocking your users from sending the email out if there's sensitive data in it. And on top of that, we are adding a new encrypt action for your email as well. So if there's sensitive content and you want to send it out, it'll be sent as an encrypted email. Now, we'll also help provide education to your end users through policy tips, through notifications to your users when a policy violation has occurred. These happen in line as you're trying to share the document, as you are sending out the emails. So we tell you, hey, there's a policy match. What have we detected in your email or your document that you're trying to share? And tell you not to do that. You can, of course, turn on overrides with business justifications to let people override the policies. All of these signals are recorded in the SCC through your report, so you can go in and look at any of the violations and any of the actions the users have taken on the policy tips. Of course, not forgetting the admins. We send you an incident report based on policy violations. We tell you who violated your policies, where it was violated, SharePoint, OneDrive, Exchange, and what we've detected in each email and the content around it that tells you it is a match or not. Now let's jump into what monitoring and reporting capabilities we have. We have a few reports today, and building on top of that, we are providing you smart insights that give you information about data abnormalities. For example, if there's a high volume of policy matches all of a sudden, or if a specific user is always violating policies, we now give you that information. You can take additional steps like reset the user's password, or if you think your DLP policy itself was too sensitive, you can always go back and edit from the insight itself. Now, we've also heard a lot of customer feedback around our existing reports not giving you a cohesive story because each report, each line item is one rule match. You could have 5 rule matches for one specific document. Now we have a new report, which is our aggregated incident report, which basically aggregates all of the policy matches on a given document or a given email and give you one line item with all of the details in the detail panel itself. So this makes it easy for you to determine which document or which email is violating the most amount of policies. Right, so I'm going to pass it over to Danas, who's going to walk you through all the classification capabilities in DLP.
Thanks, Denise. As I talked about, this is the second part of this particular session. So here we are going to see the promise of like how we have one foundational tech which is going to power the entire Microsoft information protection. We looked at a slide which had a huge surface area of that needs coverage. Your data is kind of living within Microsoft services or on-prem or in a third-party cloud. Let's kind of see which tech can help kind of classify them in a uniform way. So from Microsoft, we provide a Microsoft classification engine, which is a unified engine which kind of lives in multiple different services and clients to enable the classification. So there is a single place where you can go and start using the sensitive types for your organization. It may be a financial vertical. You may have a different needs of your healthcare. You can choose a different set of sensitive types. And we have currently around 90 of those built-in sensitive types which you can pick from. On top of it, you can do customization of this data for your needs. It may be based on regexes, keywords, large dictionaries. We can kind of see a quick demo of like how we can achieve that. And the other thing we have done, which is different and unique about the DLP solution from Microsoft, is it's deeply integrated into the services and clients. So what I mean by this is, like if you have a third-party DLP solution acting on this data, you have to do certain artificial configurations to take this data out to have the classification or also the protection happen outside the environment. That means that already you are kind of taking the data or exfiltrating in some way outside the compliance boundary. But with Office, the classification and protection is in place, and it is happening in the regular workflow. For example, if a mail is being sent out, our classification happens right within the transport pipeline, where like we're kind of sending this mail flow before the mail gets delivered, we kind of do the classification. Similarly, when it is a SharePoint or a OneDrive kind of a sharing, as the user kind of makes a modification, immediately the events are triggered for us to go and start the classification on that element as well. So that's a deep integration in the service. And similarly, we have deep integration directly into the client. So when you have an Outlook client or Word, Excel, PowerPoint, even without adding any plugin, it automatically comes built in with the classification capabilities. So for example, if you have a DLP policy which is targeting sensitive type, let's take credit card, and a user is kind of typing his email, while he kind of supplies his credit card, in a few seconds we can detect it and then do a policy in place. So how it helps is it kind of reduces the impact for the user because he understands what is the sensitive content he is sharing. Because a lot of times the user aware, one of the biggest challenges. There is, of course, intentional data leakages that happens, and most of the time it is accidental or non-intended intended purpose of data leakage that needs protection. And that's served by our client integration. This one is powered by not only the built-in sensitive types, it can kind of take your custom sensitive types as well and then show those policy tips and indications to say they are sharing a sensitive content or about to share a sensitive content. And further, what you have done is, like before you move the data back to the cloud, as part of the digital transformation, you may have the data still sitting in on-prem and you're about to move that to the cloud. Before that, you want to kind of ensure that there is no sensitive content which is already present there, or you want to classify them before you bring it to the cloud. So we serve the same classification engine in the form of a client which you can run locally on your system. This is shipped as part of an AIP scanner, but that again uses the same tech and the same classification elements. And we have taken it further. We have provided this as an Azure service now, the same capabilities, and it is powering the Microsoft Cloud App Security's DLP as well. So you will see a same continuum of sensitive types. If you have a custom sensitive type, it will be visible in your DLP for MCAS as well. That way, we are now extending the same protection and classification for your third-party cloud data as well. And coming soon, we will be providing this as an Azure endpoint for you guys to integrate for your other workflows. If you have data living elsewhere you want to classify, you can take advantage of this API. So this one is going to be released pretty soon because we already have it in Azure and we are kind of lining up to kind of release it as a service for integration. So this is how the classification is kind of having a broader reach and coverage. That's the breadth that we talked about. And in addition to that, currently it supports keywords and regexes, we are aware of it, but we are adding a lot more new features. We will talk about 3 of them in this demo. The ability to do a custom classification, the feature always existed, but we have heard your feedback loud and clear. It's hard for you guys to go and create a complex XML and manage the custom sensitive types. So we have exposed this, that capability through our Security and Compliance Center. We will see the demo in a minute. I'll switch it to that.
7.
Okay. So here, within Security and Compliance Center, as part of the sensitive information types, now you have this capability to start creating your own new sensitive type. Oh, it was taking its time. Okay. So, for example, you want to kind of have your own custom sensitive type for your employee ID. Let's kind of demo that scenario. And if your employee ID happens to be having a, like let's kind of come up with a regex for that. So here you can do patterns based on keywords, regexes, or like dictionaries that you can kind of import. I will demonstrate 2 of them. So if you have a unique regex pattern, instead of typing them, I will reuse for your employee ID. So this means that any specific word which had an alphabet followed by 3 digits, that's what you're looking for. And you can, of course, add certain supporting elements. We don't want to kind of match all these words and then create a lot of false positives. So you want to say that only if you find a specific set of keywords in its vicinity, you're going to call it as a match. So right in place, we will tie this with the testing capability as well. This is the other ask, like wherein like you have to create the sensitive type, wait for it to kind of be present in the services for you guys to test and then make corrections. So here we have reduced that feedback loop, and you can kind of immediately test it with any data. Like here I have a sample file which you can and all those detections that was found within that content is displayed right here. So if you have any like matches which is not working, then we are to kind of fine tune this regexes, you can kind of do it in place. So let's see one more sensitive type. This time, let's kind of use one of those list of keywords that you have, and you want to kind of use that for your matching. You can choose a pattern which is based on the keyword list. So I've just picked a keyword list with all the cities which is there, which is already pre-built as one of the large dictionary. And you can find the output on like any city names which was found there. These were some of the city names which was in the key list, and then it was able to kind of match them. And once you have this enabled, it's now to be used in your DLP solution, as well as in MCAS or other places that we talked about for classification. Okay, so this is the first feature we wanted to demo. Let me move on to the second feature. This is the exact data match capability. So if you think about the existing capabilities, like it's kind of limited to the configuration that you tell the system in terms of keywords and regexes and dictionaries that we talked about. So that means that it is not dynamic. That's one challenge. The other challenge is like you don't want to be taking the confidential information and then tell our system in plain terms, in terms of this is my customer's credit card, go protect them. You don't want to kind of share it directly. So we are coming up with this feature which is called exact data match, or what we call as EDM. An EDM can be used for protecting your confidential information. Let's use this as an example. So here we have your organization's customer data. So the customer has provided their credit card information, the complete information here, and this is kind of present in a database. And now you say, I want to protect this data. So it's not like I want to protect any credit card, but I want to protect my customer's credit card from being leaked. That's a specific scenario you're trying to address. This feature has like two parts. The first part is to kind of define this data and make it available for the service to look up. So we don't take directly the plain text of this confidential data into our system, so that you guys can be rest assured that it is not left your boundary. So we will be providing an EDM agent which will run in your environment where this data access is available. And we will have a conversion on top of that, which will convert it into a data which looks something like this. I don't think anyone can get back the customer data out of this. So this is essentially what we will take into our system for making sure that the EDM can look up and then protect the sensitive data. So this is the first part wherein you have kind of defined your confidential data that needs to be protected. The first part is covered. Now let's look at like how it can be used in a DLP protection scenario. So I will demonstrate with two examples. The first one is the user. As a user, I go in and then I'm trying to make a small purchase. I want to kind of get a couple of concert tickets. So here I kind of give my own credit card. So this protection is built-in sensitive type protection. We are kind of looking for this basic credit card pattern, which kind of matches a built-in sensitive type. And this one kind of flags that in this mail content, we found a credit card number. So this is just built out of the box. So it says that it found a credit card. It doesn't kind of specify what is the nature of that credit card. A DLP policy for this will be of the nature saying that, okay, you want the user to say that, okay, you seem to be sharing your credit card information. You may want to kind of make sure that you review and you are good with kind of sharing this information out. So that's more like a warning or a caution kind of a policy tip. That's what you'll kind of raise in this scenario. Now let's kind of pivot to a different scenario wherein like one of your customers' data, say someone has gone in and then grabbed, like somehow they got hold of the customer's information which is present in your database. So he had taken this information and now he is attempting to make a large purchase using that information, of course. So it's one of the credit card information which is there. The formatting is not right. So if a user is trying to send this information out, the policy tip, if you watch closely, this is a totally different policy tip which is coming in, which says that you're trying to share a highly confidential customer information, and this message is going to be blocked. And if you see the details of what is the nature of the credit card which is found, it kind of says that it is an exact match with one of your customers' information. That's why it is blocked. So for demonstration purposes, I put it as a policy tip. But as an organization, if you are kind of just watching for it in the back end, what you can do is, as for this particular policy, route it to a team which is kind of looking for these kind of patterns of behavior so that they can reach out to the customer and remediate this data exfiltration directly. So EDM this way kind of provides like three major advantages. One is, as we saw, the confidential information can be configured, but you're not kind of providing the plain text information out. So that way you can kind of, we are just not kind of taking the customer's information or employee information out from your system, but it's just a lookup entity that we create. The second one is the scale of the number of entries that you can supply through this is kind of going to be in the order of millions. We can support up to millions of rows of information that you can configure for us to protect. And the last one is it's going to have the lowest false positive rates. Given the fact that we know what data we are protecting, it's not just from random regexes, which may have like false positives, and you may want to kind of have a softer approach to kind of handling that data. With exact data match, you can be sure that it is your customer data which is being leaked out or a sensitive information. You may want to go and create a very aggressive policy which can be like block that session or route it through a specific workflow which will handle that data leakage scenario. And switching to the last part of the demo. So currently, our classification capabilities are running on top of the text data. With this feature, we are enabling the ability to kind of classify content which is found in an image. Like in here, if you see, this is a handwritten form. It has an SSN number out there, which we want to kind of ensure that it is detected by our DLP policy and protected. So with this new OCR capability, which you're adding to the classification engine, this will get picked up, and you should be able to trigger off policies based on this. Yeah, you will see that it has found the SSN number in this content, and it is able to kind of trigger based on the image as well. So yeah, this way we are not only kind of doing classification engine which kind of goes across the platforms and provide uniform protection, we are also continuing to enhance on this classification capabilities, which will kind of enrich our whole sensitive type classification. Now let me wrap it up. So we saw a few of those features which we have demonstrated here, and there are a few more features which we are kind of about to release. Like Dennis talked about the Teams chat DLP support that we are adding, and as well as we saw exact data match, which is coming soon, and a few of the other things that's kind of going to be released in the coming months. And this is a roadmap of other features which you have learned from customers that these are important for you guys, and it's part of our roadmap. It will be coming as part of our next year's release. So with this, I will kind of wrap it up and give a point to the other sessions where you can learn more about Microsoft Information Protection. These are some of the sessions that you may want to attend. A few of them are happening today or tomorrow. You can kind of reach out to those sessions to understand more on MIP. Yep, that's it. Thanks, folks. Thanks for coming.